Thank you for tuning into Spirit with me over the last season. It's been a pleasure serving you. We're going on a short break, but plan to be back with a new season. And we are still scheduling calls now. So sign up to join me on air at radiomedium.lauralee.com. And remember, we're always available to you at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter too. Always love to hear from you. In the meantime, hope you enjoy one of my season's best. Laura Lee tuning into Mr. Kenny Spirit. Welcome, Kenny.
Thank you, Laura, for having me.
We wouldn't have a show without you, Kenny. Thank you. So, Kenny, where are you calling from?
Kingman, Arizona.
Kenny, first impressions I'm seeing is emergency vehicles, emergency type people, uniforms coming in and trying to help and assist.
Yes.
And I feel this is male, connected to another male.
Absolutely.
The emergency seemed short-lived because it felt like there's nothing more they could do, or it didn't get him to the place where you had all hoped.
Very true.
And he says that he recognized you telling him you loved him, you kissing him, and crying. He heard you. He was right there with you.
Wow. Yeah, that's correct.
That's because he was right there with you. Okay, he hadn't left. Sometimes, spirit souls come right out of the body, but they're right there still with us watching it. He says that the one thing that he wants to draw attention to, and I don't know if you are realizing this, but you feeling like there was something more you could have done to prevent this from happening or helped him out in a way that wouldn't have got or escalated to this point. And he says there's nothing more you could have done, because it was his chance to alleviate the situation, release you and release himself. And the most important thing is to realize he's no longer suffering, because I know he was going through a hard time, health-wise.
Yes, he was.
It was taking a toll on both of you because you were his primary caregiver.
Absolutely. I was his only caregiver.
He wants to thank you so much. You did so well. Please do not focus on the end, because whatever you're doing, sometimes we replay those images in our mind. He wants you to think back to the good things, the good memories. Those are the things that you need to focus on, because he's in a good space.
Oh, great.
And sometimes we suffer longer than we need to because we hold on to that.
Right.
And he wants you to know he's released of it.
I actually had two losses, my father and a dog. And they came close back to back. It really hit me hard, the two back to back.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I don't know if I necessarily see the dog, but he also tells me there's something to do with, at one point, I don't know if he took you fishing or if you went fishing with him and took him fishing.
A long, long time ago, yeah.
Right. And he goes, that's where he would be with you right now if he could do it again.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Laura.
Yes, you're welcome. And who's got the R in the name?
That was my dog, Rico.
Rico.
Yeah. He was a wonderful dog. I never thought I would fall for a dog as much as I did. And he just captured my heart. And he just died, just abruptly. And it kind of threw me in a tailspin, still dealing with my dad. And then he died. And
he was around your dad, too, right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I loved on your dad as well. It was heartbreaking for him to see your dad go, too.
Oh, wow.
They all want you to know it's time to get another dog.
Right.
Everything you told your dad to do, now you got to take care of yourself.
Okay. I will.
Everything's okay. They're good. Otherwise, he wouldn't have shown me all the images. And he says there was no emergency. It was like, it's time.
Right.
Thank you, Kenny, for sharing your time.
Thank you so much, Laura.
Yeah, and he says he wants to tell you he loves you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Welcome. And if you'd like to be my special guest like Kenny, sign up at radiomedium.lauralee.com, where you can learn more about my services, upcoming events like my group reading webinars, and you can tune into your spirit every day by subscribing to the podcast, and please share it we'd appreciate that, and know that you can connect with me over at Facebook Radio Medium Marley Group. I would love to hear from you.